The federal government says it's open to compromise to help resolve the political deadlock over asylum seeker policy, but finding a solution before Parliament breaks for 6 weeks is still unlikely. The opposition leader Tony Abbott has indicated he won't give any ground, and neither will the Greens.
The Prime Minister has arrived home, flying into a gathering storm about asylum seeker policy. There was a shaky border protection truce as the tragedy unfolded, but now the gloves are off. Tony Abbott says the ball's in the government's court.
It's not the opposition's policies that have failed here, it's the government's policies that have failed here.
The Coalition and Labor support offshore processing but still can't agree on where. Mr Abbott says Nauru, temporary protection visas and turning boats around has worked in the past. The Foreign Minister says the Malaysia solution will deter people smugglers.
If they know that their human cargoes aren't going to get to Australian territory, but are going to be processed in Malaysia and be detained there, then that is a huge disincentive. It's the disincentive we need.
The government's willing to compromise, open to the idea of sending asylum seekers to Nauru if Malaysia can also go ahead.
I just hope that this week we can reach out across the Parliament and settle on something that's satisfactory to both sides.
I don't think we can keep seeing these sorts of human tragedies occurring, and really the finger pointing and point scoring is well past its use-by date.
Despite some unrest on the Liberal backbench, Mr Abbott isn't budging.
What's needed here is not more bipartisanship, but effective policies.
It doesn't appear the Greens will give ground either.
Offshore processing is an absolute rejection of our obligations under the Refugee Convention.
Finding a border protection solution was one of the Prime Minister's top priorities when she took over from Kevin Rudd 2 years ago today. But little progress has been made to stem the number of asylum seekers arriving by boat. And finding an acceptable place to deal with them when they do is just as elusive. Parliament resumes tomorrow. It's the final sitting week before a 6-week break. But a resolution to the political impasse is unlikely. Karen Binney, ABC News, Canberra.